Hi everybody, welcome to Paper Wishes weekly webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I've got a great collection from Textures by Lou Collins. This is Deep Blue Wave Crest Panel die set. It's a two-piece set. And then we've also got Layering Sea Creatures die set. And here is the cute little card using that cute little turtle. This is also combined with sea foam and pearls that's new from hot off the press. And it's a great collection. I'll be showing you more of that as well as cards using this one right here. So come back and play with us. All right, so let's take a look at these adorable little sea creatures. So this one right here, this turtle, this beautiful sea turtle is what I used on this card. And then I'm going to show you some whale die cuts here using the big wave, which is pretty spectacular. So we've got sea foam and pearls patterns cardstock for this one, and I used this one right there. It's got this little collection of just sort of like elements you might find in the seafloor, the starfish and the shells and things like that. And then of course this cutout comes with the paper pack as well. So for my cute little turtle, I also used the coordinating solid cardstock, which I have to untangle here. There we go. And once I used this piece right here to cut out that green, I inked the edges a little darker green. And then I just used from the same patterned paper pack, I used a little bit of this sort of green that has a little bit of a texture on it with the pearls. And then I just cut out this shell piece right here. And then this piece right here has some extra little bits that are from the, for the underside, and then the little side one right here. And then of course this has this little eye, things like that. And then I cut the top part of the shell from hammered gold paper. Okay, went a little different with that one. And then there's just that layering process. So you have the green turtle here, then this bit right here out of the patterned paper, and then finally you're gluing this hammered gold piece right over the top. To do all that, I really like using this little mini applicator bottle with our Cosmic Shimmer glue, which is just the greatest paper glue. Love it. And that just went together really well. And then I felt like he just needed some little, embellishment. So I'm using some flowers here from 49 and Market, and also some little crystals. And this one is lime green, and this one's Caribbean. And just sort of glued them there, and the flowers around here. And so we've got Thinking of You, and then if you can see here, this says friend, and it's spelled out in little pearl letters. How cute is that? And then who's ready to go? That was really a fun one to make. I like that one. All right, so the next one, I wanted to show you not only this big beautiful whale, which is so cute. You have this piece right here, and then a layering piece, which has some cutaway elements so that this layer shows through. Let me show you what I mean by that. Right here. So I did from the same seafoam and pearl cardstock, I did a light blue with this piece, and then the little bit darker medium blue using this piece. And it just works out really, really well, really nicely. Well, then we've got this fantastic wave set. This is amazing. So it goes like this. So if you use it just like this on your paper or on your card front, it's going to look like this. And then if you take this tool and then you use this along the bottom edges of the wave, then it'll cut it out like this, the bottom part. You still need to make a little snip here and snip here to release the excess paper, but it's just a little snip. So let me show you what I mean by that. And while we do that, I'm going to build a card with you. So this is what this looks like. I just used the paper pack, the Seafoam and Pearls paper. As you can see, it's double-sided, so it's got the nice deep blue on one side and then the lighter blue. Okay, so that's nice. So in making my card, what I did was I took the die and I placed it right here. And I'm going to show you how you can use this with any size die machine. So we're going to put it right there. Then we're going to just take a piece of scrap cardstock and we're going to put that right on top. Now we're going to take the back side of the card and we're going to roll that over there. And then you're just going to take that and put it through your die cutting machine. All right? And then when you get done, you're going to make a little, it shows right here There's this little piece that sticks out and this little piece that sticks out. And that's just where you're going to take your little scissors and you just literally go snip, snip, and it just takes off the excess part. Very, very simple. And then you're left with this beautiful wave. So now, how do you finish making that into a card, you may wonder? So what I did was I took another smaller card, okay, and I put it right there. So now you've got a card within a card. So you still get to enjoy this beautiful wave, and then on the inside you can do your writing and your greeting. We're not done yet. So you can do one of two things. You can go ahead and glue this part in, or you could take some twine, okay, and just tie it around there. But I'm going to go ahead and glue it in. I want the stability of gluing that in. So we're going to just take this, put a little line of glue right there. And then I've inked the top and bottom edges of this with an applicator and also using this Friar Brown ink. And we're going to put that right there. And I want to have a little bit of a border at the top that matches the border at the bottom. So we're going to squish this down a little bit. It's the beauty of using the glue because it just lets you move things around a little bit. All right, so we can just open that up, make sure it's going to be glued in place. All right, so then I've got this beautiful patterned paper from that Seafoam and Pearls, and I've inked the edges with Friar Brown, and we're going to glue that on the inside. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue. Here, here, here. Yes, I get asked all the time, is that all the glue you use? Yes. We've got all the little corners and the sides. That's all you need. It's not going to go anywhere. All right, so now there's another choice you can make. You can either leave this just like this, so it's just this beautiful panel that can be flipped open like this, or you can tack this one down so that it's flush. Now, you can use this glue once again, put glue along the outside edge here. You can put some glue here, here, and it'll tack it down. So that's a nice thing to do, because when you put this little guy on here, you're going to glue him on there anyway. So when you do that, you'd want to tack him down to the front, or do it like this and let him dry with the card open so that it doesn't get glue on the inside. So whichever choice you like. I'm going to go ahead and not worry about that piece getting glued down. I'm just going to show you how I would glue this, because this'll matter on the next card we're going to do too. So there's a couple of pieces here that just don't connect to anything, part of that wave, and you just want to make sure that those little end pieces are secure. So you do not need to put glue on this whole thing. That would be very, very time consuming. You just are wanting to tack down those little pieces that have no anchor. And I want to show you, it just doesn't take long. Okay, I think that's pretty good. Now we're going to just take that. There we go. And then if you find from this side, you're like, oh, I missed that part right there. You can always just put a little more glue. There we go. So now we're going to take our whale, and I really like the idea of foam taping this guy. So we've got our giant wheel of foam tape. And all these items, you guys, we're going to list down below the video. And if you're watching us on YouTube, just check out the link in the description box, and it'll take you right to this Paper Wishes website page. Because we have a great money-saving deal on this, and I wouldn't want you guys to miss out on that. It's over there on the right-hand side. And then all the other items, if you're just interested in the whale die, or if you're just interested in the wave, we have that also listed down below the video. All right, now we're going to take these little pieces off. We're going to anchor our whale. There we go. Come on. And we can put our whale like right here. And then, oops, I've got this little greeting, and this is from the die cut greetings that coordinate with the paper pack. Got a couple of little greetings here. So on this one, I'm going to put this on the inside, and I use that little twine again. Just made a cute little top knot there. We're just going to take the foam tape off of the greeting. Oops. That could go right here, that could go here, it could go up here, thinking right there. And then we've got our little crystals too, but I think I'm going to go ahead and put this tag in first so that my crystals don't fall off while I'm trying to get my tag on. And this one is so cute. Sometimes in the Waves of Challenge, we find our true direction, which I thought was very nice to use with this. Once again, that's from that die cut pack. There we go. So now we've got our beautiful little crystals. Now you could use a little jewel picker to pick these up. You could use tweezers to pick these up. I'm just going to use my little fingers and put some of these on here just for some sparkle. We do not need a lot of them. And I think you'll find just adding them among the crests of the waves is kind of fun. I like to put down my glue first. I think it's a little quicker, a little faster. Come on. And I like to glue them in sort of groups of 3. So and maybe up here as well. Ooh, got too many. A little too much glue there, so I'm just going to share. All right, there we go. I'm going to make sure I get this back on. This little pin is stainless steel, and it keeps the little nozzle from drying out, which under these hot lights is very nice. All right, so there we have our sweet little whale card inside, and that wave I think is just really spectacular. All right, so let's take another look at another use for that wave and that whale. This one, I went ahead and I die cut that wave from white cardstock. This is a slimline card, so it's 3.5 by 8.5 inches, and then I covered that with sort of a green, I think it's this one right here, from the Flowing Ink paper pack. It has a really nice oceany feel. So I covered the card with that, and then I just took the white wave, used this again, and I used the center of that wave and just went plonk right over the top of it. Then just used my scissors and cut around the card so it was nice and flush with the edges. Very simple. Cut my whale here from slightly darker colors and then just glued that on there. Used that twine and just tied that around there, and then used one of those great little die cuts right there. So really simple and a quick one to make. So you guys, we have a fantastic money saver on this collection. Definitely check that out over on the right hand side. And as I said before, YouTube, you know how to find us. Look in that description box below the video for our link. And on the Paper Wishes webisode page, everything you can find listed individually down below the video. And if you click on these card photos, then it'll give you a supply list as well. So lots of way to find, you know, all the crystal colors and the flowers that we use. Thanks for joining me today, you guys, and we'll see you next time.